Hi, this is Mark Morell. I'm from ToonBarn, and we're at RetroCon in the Philadelphia Expo Center here in Oaks, PA, and I'm here with a man named Optimus Prime. That's right, I said his name is Optimus Prime. Good day, sir.
How you doing, sir? Nice meeting you.
Can you explain a little bit to me how you got the name Optimus Prime?
On my 30th birthday, about 11 years ago, I did something crazy, and I had my name legally changed to Optimus Prime.
Wow. All right. And what gave you the idea to do that?
Oh, I'm a huge Transformer nerd.
Okay. All right. Since 1984, you've been watching Transformers and all the different versions of it since then?
Yeah, since the first Marvel commercial came out, they had a commercial for the comic book, and I remember being really mad it wasn't a cartoon.
Oh, okay. So when it became a cartoon, you were excited?
Yeah, first character I got was Blue Streak from my sister Debbie.
Wow. And is he still your favorite character, or do you have another favorite character?
He's still pretty cool. I love Optimus Prime, but if you want to talk about toys, and like some of my favorites are Omega Supreme and Huffer.
Okay. All right. And you're actually involved with some of the things going on here at RetroCon, right?
Yeah, I was behind having Tony and Rosemary's first RetroCon exclusive toys made, the RetroCon Hot Wheels billboard truck, the RetroCon Optimus Prime, and the custom Duocon Overlord.
Okay, and how much work was that?
Well, for me, I don't have an artistic lick in my body. I just have some pretty good ideas. So I hired a person, his name is Keith Smith. He's a toy customizer, does amazing work, and he did all the exclusives. I just paid him for his work.
And you do all this in your spare time, right?
Well, I'm a firefighter in Afghanistan. I don't get to attend a lot of the conventions, so this is how I get to chip in.
So as a firefighter for Afghanistan, you're in the midst of some pretty heavy action out there, right?
Sometimes we work for the United States military, so...
By the way, happy Veterans Day.
Oh, thank you. Appreciate it. Yep.
All right. So how long ago was this whole idea of RetroCon thought up, and when did you get involved?
I think Rosemary threw it around on Facebook kind of as a joke.
A joke?
Yeah, and so I think it just sprang from there.
This doesn't look like a joke.
No, this is a really great turnout, especially for a first con. This is a lot better than some of the other cons that have been going for 5 years, as far as I'm concerned.
Right.
And I'm glad I was able to jump in and be a little bit part of it for the first one.
And the audience participation aspect here, I mean, I've seen some pretty crazy costumes.
Yeah, there's a Horde Prime character over there that's a really obscure character, and they did a lot of work on it, and I probably think it's going to win.
Yeah, but it's not as cool as having Optimus Prime as your name, though, right?
No, but it's pretty cool nonetheless. It is a Prime.
Yeah. All right, so the Transformers movies, when they came out, and we're talking about the Shia LaBeouf movies, as a fan, how did that feel when these live action movies came from those cartoons?
Well, we were happy to get them. It's been a long time. Michael Bay's the action guy. So, Steven had to go where the action was. And, he pulled off a lot of amazing things, and every little thing in all three of the movies he pulled from Transformers fiction, believe it or not.
Wow, Transformers fiction.
Yeah. Everything you see in the movies he pulled from the history.
Wow, that's great. I didn't know it followed that closely.
Yep. A lot of the people don't like all the weapons that pop out on the cars, but he pulled those from 3 figures that were mail-away exclusives called the Omnibots, and that's why you have weapons pop out on all the cars in the movies.
Wow, that's great. You've heard it here about Transformers on ToonBarn. Okay, so they might be talking about a Transformers 4 now, and they're suggesting it might be Mark Wahlberg. What do you think?
Well, they confirmed it. I hope he does well in it. We'll have to see. He was great and invincible, and he can probably pull it off.
Yeah, he probably could. Yeah. Now, they're also talking about other types of live-action movies from the 80s. There might be a thing called Voltron, and there might be a thing called Robotech. What do you think about those being mech types of characters, just like in Transformers?
Well, if the Voltron was pulled off like some of the artwork that we've seen, it'd be pretty cool if it was a little bit more gritty.
Oh, a little bit more gritty.
Yeah. I think the Robotech's been taken care of in the animation because they just, go 100 times above and beyond what the U.S. does with their cartoon work. So,
are you a fan of cartoons that were Americanized and then brought down to the kids level, or do you like the original Japanese anime in its original form?
Well, we wouldn't have gotten things like Star Blazers and G-Force unless they would have converted them, and that was our only experience to them. And I think they pulled them off pretty well when we were younger. Still paid respect to them.
Were you a big Star Blazers fan?
Yeah, I was really excited when the live-action movie came out. I saw it on a plane going back to work to Afghanistan, and it was just thrilled to death to see it live action.
I saw that film too. They changed a few things up, but it was still really good.
Yeah, it was still Star Blazers.
Yeah.
Yep. So.
Yeah. Well, thank you for joining us here at RetroCon. It was a pleasure meeting you.
Yeah, you too, sir.
And we'll see you probably next year, right?
Yeah, you sure will. You sure will see me here next year.
Okay. Thank you.